Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to this Friday edition of Time Out Overtime on this, the one and only Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rick Arsenal, and you know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please get down there and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I've said many times before, I don't like the use of the word subscribe. I think that scares a few people off. They think when they subscribe to something, they're making a monetary commitment. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is all free. You can listen to me and see me for free. Not too many things are free anymore, but this is, okay? Please let your friends and associates know from coast to coast, from New Jersey to Hawaii, at all points in between. You can watch me and listen to me talk sports 3 times a week for free. Okay? And I'll try to keep you all up to date on the latest goings on. All right? I promise you that. Thank you for your support. Y'all never know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyway, mainly Lions and Tigers today. Lions made the news yesterday, and on Gibbs getting a new contract extension, a 3-year deal, which will take him through 2029. 20, he's got 5 years right now. Gibbs does. The detail is coming up momentarily, but so Jameer has this year. And then next year, left on his remaining contract, 2 years. This year, next year would have been the club option. Club option. That would the fifth. That's the way it is, folks, with first round draft picks. Okay, they signed 4-year deals, and the club they signed with has an option for a 5th year. So he's got 2 years remaining on his old contract, and they just extended him 3 more. So let's see. 26 and 27, 28, 29, 2030. And he'll be 29. He'll be 29. And that's right about the age that most of the running backs start slowing down. But now that they've invested all this money in him, and what the details, a 3-year extension, $67.5 million. Makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history for the time being, anyway. Details, $22.5 million a year. Total value of the contract, $67.5 million. Yeah, that's the total, $67.5 million. Maximum value up to $75.75 million with incentives. Okay, total value of the contract, $67.5 million. And again, makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history. Guaranteed money, $51.5 million. That's his. He puts that right in his pocket. Of course, that doesn't all go in his pocket. A lot of other people that get a little portion of that, including the agent's annual average salary, $22.5 million. 2 years left, as I said, on his current contract. This extension will kick in the 2028, 2029, and 2030 season. And with all that money invested in, well, right now, what I think is the best running back in the National Football League, we darn well better not see him in any preseason games, for sure. I know back when Barry Sanders was playing, you never saw him in the preseason. Coincidentally enough, every time a game came up in the preseason, Wayne Fonts would say, Barry has the flu. He won't play tonight. He's got the flu. Well, he never did. Barry Sanders did not see much action at all in preseason throughout his entire career, and for good reason. Comparing Jahmyr Gibbs to Barry Sanders, well, let's see. That's tough. That's tough. Barry obviously was a great running back. I think Gibbs is a better receiver than Sanders was. In fact, if you go back, and what if I were to ask you who the second leading receiver was on the Lions last year in terms of receptions? Well, Amon-Ra St. Brown was first. Jameer was second. He had more catches last year than Jameson Williams did. He's obviously a very good two-way player, receiving and running. And as I said, with this investment, we had darn well better not see him in the preseason. Of course, the Lions' first preseason game is next Thursday night at 7 o'clock from Cincinnati. And you can see it on Fox 47 for free. Okay? Speaking of free, we'll talk about baseball here in just a second. Sponsors, Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, across the street from Aeroswift Printing. As I've told you time and time again, I have a script when I talk about the Finish Line. And what I'm telling you is a from the heart testimonial. It's just the best. I can't say enough about it being the best sit-down restaurant in our area. Nothing comes close. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, proudly serving our community and our area now for more than 40 years, 4 decades. Restaurant business is hard to run. Look at all the people that attempted to start a restaurant that eventually went out of business. It's tough running a restaurant. It is not easy. It's hard work. A lot of hard work involved, and time and energy. But the Finish Line Family Restaurant, obviously, to make it work like it has there, has everyone on the staff is so darn dedicated to what they're doing there. It's amazing. It's heartwarming when you think about it. The great staff that they have there, and sadly, in memoriam, they recently lost one of their cooks, and apparently for that reason they will be closing next Thursday at 11 o'clock. Apparently some type of a memorial service for the Rick the cook that passed away here recently. Sad. So sorry to hear that. Wasn't really that old yet, but good man, good cook. Anyway, so they will be closing early next Thursday for his memorial service. Then they will be open again next Friday night. The restaurant, where do you want to start here with the Finish Line, folks? Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. They are through Labor Day. They will be open Thursday, Friday night until 8. Of course, Friday night, so all you can eat fish. Thursday night is a classic car drive-in. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere, award-winning breakfast served all day. You won't get a better breakfast anywhere. Nobody does it better. A lot of great new menu items, reasonably priced. Like I said, the fast, friendly service. It's just the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. You see a lot of the same people in there for good reason. They know what they're getting. And I can promise you, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you're always going to finish first. You go up there and you pay your bill and you head out the door, you're all going to have a big smile on your face for good reason. All right? I better see you all there. Okay? All right. Thank you. We're also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling it audible with Joe Rudin at Barron Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're just losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay. What about businesses? Businesses don't. Yeah, businesses. Pardon me. Businesses don't get sacked because Joe's got group health coverage options for you guys too, okay? You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rooted Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. One more time, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. And of course, Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street, just a few feet west of Howell Street, 517-610-5372. The only place around here to go, folks, for tech services. Tech services goes hand in hand. Tech services, Quality PC, tech services. They go together like a horse and carriage, right? Okay, or love and marriage, or whatever, however that song goes. When it comes to tech services, no one does it better than Tim Lindley and his staff at Quality PC. Okay, whatever it might be, computers new or used, flat screen TV, mounting, programming, setup. Maybe you're changing internet providers and you need that installed. You know, a lot of people don't have tech schools like these guys do. Nobody does it better. Printers, new or used, just get in there and see them. Those guys at Quality PC are more than capable of resolving any tech issues or dilemmas that you may have. Okay, we are so fortunate to have them in our area. Now, like I said, 517-610-5372, 37 Walter Street in downtown Hillsdale. When you get in there, tell them Rick and Miggy sent you, will you please? Thank you so much. Tigers, Tigers. Three games left, one more series on their 9-game, 3-city West Coast trip. They start the game in San Francisco tonight with a record of 56-59. Okay? They're right in the thick of this American League battle for the final and third and final wild card spot. You've got 6 teams, folks, right now. 6 teams jockeying for that third and final wild card spot, playoff spot in the American League. 6 teams, all within a game and a half of one another. A game and a half, 6 teams. Texas right now has that top spot at 57-58. Just a half a game behind that, you've got Minnesota and Cleveland, 57-59. Pardon me. A half a game behind them, you've got Detroit and Baltimore, 56-59. And you've got Seattle, a game and a half back at 56-60. Okay, 6 teams, all within a game and a half of one another. As it is right now, you look at the American League standings, Chicago's on top. Minnesota's 3 back. Cleveland is 3 back, and the Tigers are 3.5 back right now. And Cleveland and Chicago are playing one another in a series this weekend. While the Tigers are playing the Giants, the Guardians are playing the White Sox in Chicago this weekend. The other teams involved, folks, Minnesota is playing the Milwaukee Brewers. Minnesota's playing the Milwaukee Brewers this weekend. I think that's in Milwaukee. The Brewers are right on top of Major League Baseball in run differential with a plus 141. Yes, the Milwaukee Brewers are a plus 141 in run differential. They lead the major leagues. And they have the best record in the major leagues. And I guess the deceiving thing about that is they've hit the least amount of home runs than any other major league team. I think 106 in a year. The Brewers don't hit many home runs. Yet, looking at this, they've scored 141 more runs than they have given up or relinquished. And I think that says something for their pitching too, probably. But Seattle, they're playing Tampa Bay in Seattle this weekend as well. The Eastern Division leading Tampa Bay Rays. So Giants aren't very good, but you can't assume anything. Worst case scenario, the Tigers must take 2 out of 3 from the Giants. Yeah, it'd be good if they'd sweep them. They've got Montero going tonight, Jackson Jobe making his season debut tomorrow, and then the ace of the staff, Troy Milton, going on Sunday. The Giants are awful. They're 20 games under 500, but you can't assume anything right now. I'd say they'd be lucky to win 2 out of 3 coming out of there. Okay? Yeah, you'd like to see them sweep, but look what the Mets, look at the New York Mets. They're every bit as bad as the Giants are. They just went into Cleveland and swept the Guardians. The National League, folks, this year has had its way with the American League. And it doesn't matter how bad the National League team is, you know, when they're playing an American League team, it's going to be a battle. So I don't care how bad the Giants are, they're a National League team. So I'm just preparing you. Yeah, on paper, it looks like the Tigers should sweep this series. That doesn't always go according to script. San Francisco Giants may not get the memo. No. Cleveland, Chicago battling out, playing one another. One of those teams has to lose. Yes, Milwaukee should beat Minnesota. Should sweep them. And Seattle and Tampa Bay, same thing there. Rays should sweep the Mariners. So it could be, well, I guess what I'm saying is this could be a very profitable weekend for the Tigers. We'll see. Come Sunday night, we'll see. You know, the Tigers are second in the American League, talking about run differential, second in the American League at run differential at plus 80. What is plus 80? What is that? That means the Tigers have scored 80 more runs. With 47 games left, they've scored 80 more runs than they have given up. Okay. You want to look at the other 5 teams involved in this playoff hunt in the American League. I said the Tigers are plus 80. Oh, Tigers are plus 80. Yet they're still 3 games under 500. Some of these numbers just don't make any sense at all. I mean, they really don't. I lose my camera here and I come back here. Camera, get up here. I don't want to lose my camera now. Anyway, plus 80 in run differential. You want to look at the other 5 teams involved in this playoff race for the 3rd wild card spot in the American League. I told you who they were before. The other 5 teams. Minnesota Twins. Their run differential is minus 35. Minus 35. Cleveland Guardians. Their run differential is a minus 28. The Texas Rangers. Their run differential is a minus 33. The Baltimore Orioles, again, also their run differential is a minus 33. And the Seattle Mariners with a minus 14 run differential. You got to look at these numbers. Gosh, the Tigers plus 180. These other 5 teams, well in the negative category. All right. You would think right now the Tigers are the best of any of these 6 teams, wouldn't you? You would think. But again, we've got Cleveland and Chicago coming up next week. Now, last time the Tigers played the White Sox at home, they did take 2 out of 3. But in 6 games with Cleveland this year, the Tigers are 0-6. Maybe they're catching Cleveland at a good time. The Guardians have lost to what? What are they? Lost 11 of their last 14. I think they're 3-11 in their last 14. Yeah. They're not hitting. And suddenly their pitching isn't as good as it was earlier, including their bullpen. Like I said, they just got swept by the Mets. And they're 2 games under 500 at 57 and 59. Just a half a game ahead of the Tigers and the Orioles. So of the 6 teams vying for that final wild card spot, all separated by a game and a half, Tigers are the only team in the plus category at plus 80. Only the Yankees at plus 81 are ahead of the Tigers in the American League. That's kind of a deceiving stat, isn't it? Yeah, pretty deceiving. Uh, Home runs. Tigers are fourth, not just since June, fourth for the season. On the season, the Tigers are fourth in the American League in home runs with 144. The Tigers are second in the American League in OPS, 732 OPS. Again, these numbers don't add up because when I look at my phone and I see there's still 3 games under 500. Also, in pitching on the season now, this is for the season in the American League. Team ERA for the season, not just since June 1st, for the season. You got the Yankees, 3.33. The Red Sox, 3.50. Third, just behind them, you got the Tigers at 3.53. That's on the season. On the season. Trading Skubal at Mize. We look at that as addition by subtraction. Well, you may or may not have heard an interview that Skubal did early this morning. He said he'd like to see the Tigers get involved after the season, get involved in the salary negotiations. He'd love coming back to Detroit. I hope that'd be, to me, that would be the biggest mistake they could make. Biggest mistake they could make. They got 2 good pitchers for these guys. They got River Ryan, who will be here in the not too distant future. River Ryan, I know should turn that around. Should be Ryan Rivers, but his name is River Ryan. And the youngster Cash Mayfield from the Padres, who I talked to somebody that saw him pitch a couple of months ago at Fort Wayne. They have to see a game at Fort Wayne. He was pitching, and they said he looked pretty good. He pitched well that night. That's a wonderful stadium at downtown Fort Wayne that the Tin Caps play in, by the way, down there. You're going to get a chance, get down there and see one of those games. Great stadium, great venue. Every bit as good as Fifth Third Field in Toledo. As I said, the Tigers in the American League right now are 5th in home runs at 144, 2nd in team OPS, 732. Pitching, 3rd. This is not since June 1st. This is for the season. 3rd in the American League, team ERA at 3.53. Just a smidgen behind the Yankees and the Red Sox. Red Sox, what do you say about them? They're unbelievable. Anybody that saw the highlights of that Red Sox White Sox game last night? I talk about a crazy game. Red Sox won the game 12-11 in 12 innings. Or was it 11 innings? No, it was 12 innings. Crazy game. Entertaining game, but if you get a chance, watch the highlights of that game on YouTube. So one more thing, too. Dylan Dinkler, before we get out of here. Dylan Dinkler. Right now, the guy is on a tear. He won a Gold Glove last year for his work behind home plate. He's currently batting .278, 26 home runs, 78 runs batted in, and an OPS of .877. Now, if you're thinking of possible MVP, no, that's not going to happen. I know. Yeah, he's having a great season, but as far MVP right now, the Houston Astros, Yordan Alvarez, is threatening to win a Triple Crown. Of course, that hasn't been done since Miguel Cabrera did it. Yordan Alvarez right now is leading the league in batting, 329, first in home runs with 35, and second in runs batted in with 85. Just having a phenomenal season. Now, I think you can already give him the MVP award. Of course, he's not a catcher, he's a designated hitter, but still, Dylan Dinkler has a shot at winning both the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger Award in the American League this year for the catcher. And if you wonder if any Tiger catcher has ever done that before, yeah. Butch Rodriguez did it multiple times in the 90s. And Lance Parrish won both a Gold Glove and Silver Slugger Award in 1983 and 1984. Both. Salvador Perez of the Royals has done it, so it has been done before. Dylan Dinkler does have a chance, though, to set the Tiger record for most home runs by a catcher in one season. He's got 28 right now with 47 games left. Rudy York, you're probably not familiar with that name, hit 35 home runs for the Tigers in 1937. Yeah, Rudy York hit 19 home runs for the Tigers in 1937. 35. So he's got a shot at breaking Rudy York's record. Rudy York that year in 1937 had 35 home runs and 101 runs batted in. Lance Parrish hit 33 in 84. He hit 27 in 83. Most RBIs by a Tiger catcher in 1 year, Lance Parrish, 114 in 1983. That'd be tough right now. Once he's got, Dinkler has 78, 47 games left. I don't see him breaking that RBI record, but he's got a great shot at breaking Rudy York's home run record, single season home run record of 35. But he's almost a shoo-in right now to win both the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger Award. Gold Glove goes to the best catcher behind home plate, and Silver Slugger Award goes to the best hitter at his position. And I don't see anybody coming close right now. I think he's got that locked up. So kudos to Dylan Dinkler. All right. By the way, one more thing on the Lions. Now that they've got Jameer Gibbs taken care of, they still have to pay Sam Laporta and Brian Branch. So I think I had told you also last week that Fox has already named its broadcast teams for the first week of NFL action on September the 13th. And they, you know who's doing the Saints and Lions game on September the 13th? Good old Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. So he'll be talking about Deion Branch and Jamar Gibbs and all those guys. The incomparable Jonathan Vilma. Looks like they're going to be doing the majority of our games this year. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. I'd like to see some of these other. We haven't seen Chris Myers do a game in years here. He's out on the West Coast most of the time. Anyway, that's going to do it. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk about this with Andy and Jen on the Time Out Show here on WCSR 92.1 FM from 9 to 10. Please give us a listen. We appreciate you all listening to that. I will talk to you all again on Monday then. We'll put a bow on everything that transpired over the weekend. One reminder too: the Tigers Giants game tomorrow night. If you're not paying, if you can't afford to pay to watch Tiger baseball, you can actually see it for free tomorrow night on Fox at 7:00 on Fox tomorrow night. Tigers Giants. You can watch Jackson Jobe make his season debut on Fox tomorrow night, and it's free. How about that? Okay, that's going to do it. I'll bid you all a very pleasant weekend. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me. I may have gone a little long tonight, but I had a lot of stats I wanted to get out. No, I don't do that very often. Have yourselves a great weekend. Hopefully we get a little rain. We need it. So, until Monday, I'll talk to you all again on Monday. As I said, we'll go over anything that transpired over the weekend. Remember, please treat each other with respect. So until Monday, then I'll simply say, Adios, so long. Take care. Bye-bye.